You save, you sacrifice, you skip the expensive latte and the weekend trip. You put $500 away for 3 years straight. You check your account expecting to feel like a financial genius, and you have $19,000. Congratulations, you can almost afford a used Honda Civic. Meanwhile, you look around. Your coworker just leased a brand new truck. Your friends are posting photos from Tulum, and you feel stuck. It feels like you're throwing pennies into the Grand Canyon, hoping it will fill up. If you feel like giving up, listen to me. You aren't failing. You're fighting physics. You are in what investors call the boredom phase, and it is the exact place where 90% of people quit. Today, we are going to talk about why the first $100,000 is the hardest money you will ever earn, why the math feels broken at the start, and the specific moment when gravity finally flips in your favor. Here is the brutal truth that nobody puts on Instagram. The beginning of building wealth doesn't feel like building wealth. It feels like manual labor. Imagine pushing a 2-ton boulder up a mountain. The first 100 feet are agony. You're sweating, your legs are shaking, and you look back and you've barely moved. That is the journey from $0 to $100,000. The math explains why it hurts. When you have $10,000 invested and the market has a great year, let's say it goes up 10%. You made $1,000. That's nice. That's a few grocery runs, but it's not life-changing. In this phase, you are doing 80% of the heavy lifting. Your money is barely helping you. It's sitting there, lazy, while you work overtime to feed it. Statistically, for an average person saving consistently, hitting that first $100,000 takes about 7 to 8 years. That is a long time to be disciplined without seeing a massive reward. That is 2 presidential terms. That is long enough to forget why you started. But here is the secret. There is a mathematical tipping point. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man, famously said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you got to do it." Why? Because once you cross $100,000, the physics change. Suddenly, a 10% market return isn't $1,000. It's $10,000. That is real money. That's a used car appearing in your account without you working a single hour for it. While the first 100K takes 7 to 8 years, the second 100K, going from 100K to 200K, only takes about 5 years. The third one takes 3 years. The timeline shrinks. The boulder starts rolling on its own. Eventually, you hit a point, usually around $500,000, when your money earns more in a good year than you can save from your actual job. That is the crossover point. That is when you realize you're not the only engine anymore. So, if the math works, why do so many people quit before the magic starts? Because of the appearance trap. You see the guy at Starbucks with the Rolex and the Tesla. He looks rich. But statistically, there's a huge chance he's living paycheck to paycheck, financing a lifestyle he can't afford. He's renting his lifestyle from the bank. When you're building that first $100,000, you have to be okay with being invisible. You're driving the 10-year-old car, you're cooking at home. You look boring. Your friends are buying experiences they can't afford to impress people they don't like. You're buying freedom, but freedom in the early stages looks a lot like sacrifice. The hardest part isn't the saving. The hardest part is the psychology. It's watching everyone else celebrate today while you're paying for tomorrow. So how do you survive the 7-year slog without losing your mind? 1. Automate the pain away. Don't rely on willpower. Willpower runs out. Set up an automatic transfer the day you get paid. If you don't see the money, you can't spend it. You need to remove the decision-making process entirely. 2. Focus on the gap. Your wealth is the gap between your income and your ego. Most people get a raise and immediately move into a nicer apartment. That's how you stay broke. If you want to speed this up, you have to widen the gap. Keep your expenses frozen while your income grows. 3. Stop checking the score. In the early days, checking your account is demoralizing.
Stop looking at it every day. It's like planting a seed and digging it up every morning to see if it has roots. Trust the math. The math doesn't care about your feelings. It just works. Listen, nobody's going to throw you a parade when you hit your first $100,000. There's no trophy, but that number proves something. It proves you can delay gratification. It proves you're the master of your money, not its servant. The first 100K is a grind. It's a fight. But once you get there, you've built a machine that will take care of you for the rest of your life. Keep pushing the boulder. The downhill part is coming. Thanks for watching. If you want to know exactly where to put that money once you save it, check out this video next.